Morning. Today is Wednesday, July 1st. You're here in July. In the Northern Hemisphere, it is summer. Southern Hemisphere, for y'all, it is winter. This message is for the collective. It's on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Please like, share, and subscribe. That's a simple way to get this message out to the people who just need it to flash in front of them in that lovely, wonderful way, or directly share it to somebody who might need to hear it. Whenever this message finds you, it's the right time. And if you do want your own private reading, direct message me on any of those platforms. I'm happy to set up a time with you. We're using the Herbal Tarot by Tierra and Cantin. Two cards coming out. Judgment. Major Arcana. Two of Wands. Those came out together. In this deck, there is an herbal attribute. So the Judgment card is Golden Seal, and Basil is the herb for the Two of Wands. Typically, I pull out three cards. Two have already come out. Three of Swords. Pleurisy Root. Here's the one for that. Final card. Four of Cups. That came out yesterday at the end of to round out the cards that we were choosing. Bottom of the deck, Six of Wands. Victory. All right, so coming out together are the Judgment card and Two of Wands. Judgment came up in the Archangel Tarot, depicted by Archangel Jophiel the other day, and that's freedom from old controls, a waking up. That's a waking up. A judgment has been made. We're waking up to the truth of something, and we're setting, by setting ourselves free, we also set others free. So, moving beyond resentments, a very forgiving card. And also denoting a renewal of energy, like a new life kind of thing. When we forgive, we do give new life to something. And truly forgive. Forgiving, I forget where I read it, but forgiving is not forgetting, but what it is it's an agreement to not carry the hurt anymore and to not shame, blame, guilt. Yeah. So in that, and we do have some choices. We do have some choices at that point. We're wanting to collaborate with others. We have more creative ideas that we want to pursue. We may not exactly know which one, but we're gonna, we want to team up with people. We're definitely feeling more more able to engage when we're no longer holding on to these resentments, and we're setting, we're able to actually move forward with something, or at least feel like we want to move forward. And in a way that gives us confidence and capability, the feeling of capability that no matter what we choose, that it's not going to be burdened down with this old stuff. So no longer looking at the past. I've done a couple of other readings where the Tower card has come up. So, that kind of that stuff's burnt over country. Like, it's not even worth even trying to carry ashes forward. This is a cleansing card. This is cleansing away like all of that gunk. Three of Swords did come up in the middle, which would typically denote that, there's been some ideological, the way we're thinking, there's been some kind of thinking that some choices that have been made that feel heartbreaking. But again, we can move on. Yes, Forgiving is not forgetting, but it's agreeing to no longer carry the hurt. And Four of Cups. So also, this card, like, again, is coming up a second day in the row at the base of the reading. And one of the things I remember about that Five of Wands card yesterday, and you can go back and look at the reading, that there was a rabbit escaping from all of that, like, chaos with the foxes. And the guy was looking away, like, wasn't really seeing. So what that kind of showed up for me later is like, yeah, I can do all of this doing, but I'm missing the point of what I was after to begin with. So keeping it simple, coming back to basics, and considering, okay, something is being offered here to me. I have to, four is a place of, well, what do I belong with? Let me take some time. Now, the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords, and even the Four of Pentacles, are, kind of, the four in any way, shape, or form means, what do I belong with? Feeling, and feeling our way towards what we belong with is taking time to kind of reflect, very much like our mermaid was yesterday. She was reflecting, but taking the time to feel her feelings enough, and feel where her spirit is actually, what her spirit is actually drawn to, what actually does, enliven her. It certainly isn't enlivening to keep Ash, keep kind of sifting through the ashes. But these two cards have water in them, so utilizing this Mercury in retrograde to, and in the water side of Cancer, to kind of wash that ash off, so we can see the point of what is actually going on. So specifically pleurisy, that pleurisy would be about breathing. So I think Uranus is still at the 3rd degree of Gemini, which is also the 3. So, innovative thinking is going to get us out of looking at things from a different perspective, utilizing, our thoughts to transform something. Also, Gemini, even ash, like ash is something that's left after something burns. Right? Water can cleanse away that ash. And when something is too hot, we need to, okay, so golden seal is the bitter brew one must take for overindulgence and self-abuse. So yeah, since bitterness is detoxifying and cleansing, it is an alterative. Yeah. Purify the blood, and that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about, this is a time of purification. Here in DC, it's going to be hot the next 3 days, so we're using this heat to, simplify, scale back whatever it was that we were doing, to slow down, to just relax, let the heat do what it does, and let what comes up come up, and show us, let ourselves have a, be spiritually cleansed. 10 of Swords, 3. Pleurisy root. It's an expectorant, an anti-inflammatory. Yeah, clears mucus. That was one of the things that I was seeing with golden seal. Clears out mucus. Again, this kind of sludge. Any kind of sludge feeling. What's the sludge that's holding you back? What's the sludge that's holding, where your feet are kind of like, you can't get any traction? And, simply, what is it that needs forgiving in your life? Is it yourself? Is it for the choices that were made in the past, that led to heartbreak? Can we let the heartbreak go? Can we actually, look at things from, that freeing perspective of, what, I'm just no longer willing to carry this hurt anymore, because this hurt is actually keeping me from moving forward towards the things that I want. And that's not stuff that you want to take on that 3 of Swords ship that showed up just before the full moon, just before the Mercury retrograde, just before with Leo having now moved into, I'm sorry, Jupiter having moved. We want to expand. We want to be open. So let's move the sludge out. Let's move the sludge out and utilize and be patient during this time. Be patient. Take a look at the things that, an Eight of Cups also came up in another reading. I'm thinking of that, like towards what it is that is emotionally fulfilling, and being patient to take the time to figure out where it is that you do belong. And that doesn't mean that things that are of the past, or, whatever, being willing to do things differently in order to get that. Sometimes it takes time. It takes the time it's going to take. Burdock is also cleansed. These are all cleansing. Basil, I see cleansing, and simplifying what you're doing so you can get to the basics of what it is that you do want, so you're not missing the point. All right, I love you. Enjoy this reading. Again, get it out to those who need it by sharing it directly, or direct message me for your own private reading. Take care.